Hello, captains. It's me, Tonic TZW, here in the premium tier 7 Dutch cruiser, De Zeven Provincia, the 7 provinces, as it is in English. This one is called Kicking and Screaming, and I literally can't make them win. I was up pretty early today, and so I decided to play a couple of quick games because I hadn't played all weekend because I had Charlie here with me. So I was missing out on a little bit of steel, so I decided to get it in before they turn the service off to do the update today. So I'll upload this one, so while you're all waiting you can click on the link and you can watch it. How do we play these cruisers? We like to get in behind islands and airstrike things, but also they do have guns and you can fire them. We have got an engine boost and we have got the magic AA button as well, and that is going to come in handy in this game. Trust me, we are going to knock so many planes out of the sky. It's ridiculous. But we know that people like to push straight away for this left-hand corner of ACAP and sit on that corner and basically just try and tank and stop people from pushing round. So I'm engaging my engine boost straight away, and I'm going to try and get around here before anybody from red team gets there, and I'm going to try and get onto ACAP. You can see the red team are straight onto B cap with their destroyer. I did say to support our destroyer and he replied negative, meaning he doesn't need any help. Which surprised me because he did need help, because he's going to be the first ship that's taken out of this game. Because he's going to get hammered by the carrier, he's going to get hammered by the destroyer, and he's going to go back to port. So lesson there, it is a perbader, so he probably got caught broadside with a bunch of skippy bombs, but knowing where that carrier is likely to be, I am going to try and put myself in a position where I can airdrop on red team hiding behind the back, and I can also try and take down planes as the carrier is running them in towards B cap. The team have stacked on the bottom corner, but it looks like they're going to try and rush B. Now, I did do a video a short while ago where there was a crazy red rush through B cap, and it didn't work out very well for them, but it was quite hairy. Ship Smasher gets himself spotted. I'm on radar. I think it's a Baltimore behind me there to my left on the islands. But their destroyer goes out. No DDs left in the game. Now, the good thing about the 7 provinces and the build I've got on it is we've got some fast airdrops on here. Now, there's a Bismarck pushing on the left-hand corner. The ship that is on around the 5 o'clock position of ACAP is a Colorado. We are going to airdrop on this Baltimore. There's a HUD spotted as well. Our Bismarck is obviously feeling in a brawling mood, and we get this cap changed. And I'm thinking, okay, if those guys are pushing B, we've got 1, 2, potentially 3 ships here hiding behind this corner. They are in range of my airdrops, and I am going to be able to shoot down lots and lots of airplanes from the carrier as he tries to get in on our Bismarck. But our Bismarck is having to twist and turn. Our New Orleans there decided to turn broadside to a HUD, a Baltimore, and I think it was the Nebraska there. Not a good position to be in. We also lose our Rook. We are 3 ships down. We're barely into the game. And I'm thinking I'm going to try and have to push out against this Strasbourg. But first I want to get some airdrops on this Connecticut and this HUD. The Colorado there, which obviously isn't the fastest ship in the game, has decided that instead of perhaps pushing centre and supporting the cruisers that are across there near DCAP, that he is going to sail the longest way around the outside of the map and in probably one of the slowest ships in the game. But we're going to get some hits on this Connecticut there. We get a double fire on him, only 2 bombs. I did look at my build after this game and decided there are some changes that I think I might make to it. Because I don't think I was getting the absolute best out of it. I don't play this ship a lot, but that Connecticut is ticking along nicely and we get a kill on it. So I'm thinking that should make it easier for the Bismarck against the hood. So I am going to push out and try and cut off the hood and also get eyes on the carrier. Our carrier is trying to do a good job in well, trying to stop red team from pushing hard down the flank, but I don't particularly want to be taking this hood on my own. But I'm thinking we got the Bismarck and the Colorado is there, so if the Colorado perhaps cuts through A cap and comes through, should I have pushed onto B cap here? This is probably where I made a mistake in the game, because I potentially could have used my low concealment to get onto B cap, but our Plymouth across there on D cap, he is now having to kite away because red team have got, I think it's 2 cruisers and a battleship pushing down. I get hard spotted. That means it must be carrier, because I don't think anybody else has a line of sight on me. But we're waiting for our airdrops to come off cooldown, and meanwhile we're going to try and get a fire on that hood. Now we know that he can heal up a lot of his fire damage, but I'm kind of praying that this Bismarck and the Colorado can, you know, sort of help me with this guy. But we pick up a clear sky. We're not even halfway through the game. We lose our Plymouth from our right flank, and that leaves it wide open for red team. So what do I do from here? I really should have gone B cap instead, because I might have been able to support that Plymouth. Try to get the fires onto this hood, waiting for the airdrops coming in, hoping that the Bismarck is going to be able to assist, and praying that the Colorado may eventually get himself into the game. So we're getting a little bit battered there. We're going to let that fire tick a little bit, and I'm thinking, come on Bismarck, he's given you at least 2 broadsides in turning round here, and you know, you should have taken a lot more out of that guy as he was presenting his broadsides to you. But the Bismarck is getting absolutely hammered. I'm going to try and get another drop on the hood here, and we are going to get the carrier spotted there, the Pobeda, and so we're going to try for a drop on him, because it's likely he's using autopilot. And I'm thinking Bismarck and Colorado can take care of the hood there. Can't they? I'm sure they can. Yes, they can. If I can get rid of the carrier and keep taking his planes down, then it's hopefully going to give us a bit of a chance. But it is really looking like a lost cause here. There's not a lot I can do, because I am spotted, and the other Nebraska is going to come round and give me a bit of a surprise. Now, if you haven't seen many of my videos before where I've talked about Russian cruisers, the trick is to either go bow into them or stern into them, because although he lands a bomb on me there, if you broadside to them, those bombs are actually going to trash your ship as he disappears out of sight. The Colorado does eventually pick up the hood. It must have been worth about 10 hit points to him by the time he got round the map. But I'm thinking, full health Colorado, I'm around half health. I can keep knocking planes out of the sky. We need to get turned around and push for B cap. Our carrier is going to do everything that he can in this game. He is going to get, I think, 3rd place overall. I can't remember, but he's going to do everything he can. There is the Nebraska at 14 kilometers. Now I know that I have really good concealment on this. I'm running as much concealment as I can, and I know that I can get some bomb drops on this guy, potentially kill him, or at least do enough damage to him that our carrier or the Colorado can help out here. But he seems to have stopped on that corner. Do you want a spoiler? The guy quits the game. He has quit the game. He has taken one of the slowest battleships in the game. He's gone the longest way around the outside of the map. And then, because it looks like defeat, he's quit the game. That is absolute sacrilege. And the words that were going through my head against this guy, it just massively disappointed me, because it really was, yeah, I want to say it, some of the worst gameplay. You know, absolutely terrible. But you can't make a team win. It's as simple as that. So I just decided to try and take everything that I could out of this game. We're going to kite away from that Nebraska. We know he's likely to try an airdrop on us. He has damage controlled. We are going to get another fire on him, and we're going to bait him into a shot again as we pick up a high caliber. So if anything, I've certainly done my fair share of the work in this game, even though I'm only on 1 kill. I could have sat and taken out the hood. I could have finished off the Baltimore with another airdrop, but we didn't. And what I was thinking is, I couldn't have been far off a Confederate in this game as well. And I decide, you know, now the game's lost. There's not a lot we can do. The carrier is going to try and switch his focus onto the one cap that we took the entire game, which is the cap that I sailed into and took solo. But their cruisers are pushing for a cap. I don't think I'm going to get line of sight, but that doesn't mean to say that the carrier isn't going to keep harassing me. And I felt awful about getting defeated this way, and there'll be salt rubbed into the wounds at the end game screen as well, because that carrier has practically, apart from the destroyer at the beginning of the game, that carrier seems to have focused me consistently and persistently through this entire match. And yeah, I was calling the Colorado for help, but I think it was at this stage of the game I thought, he's not moving, he's quit, he's given in. What can you do? There's absolutely nothing we can do from this stage of the game, unless our carrier can get a kill, and unless I can potentially pick up the carrier kill. There is no way in hell that we are going to win this game. How we lost so many ships so quickly, I don't know. But it just, again, smacks of the inability of the player base. It, you know, with tier 6, tier 7, people by the time they get to this point in the tech tree should understand what they're doing in this game. They should understand what is bad to do in this game. I've admitted to my own mistake in that potentially I should have pushed B cap instead of coming round against the hood and the carrier. But do I want to be sat static in the middle of the map when there is basically nobody there to assist or protect me? The answer is no. We're counting down through the last minute. The carrier gets a bomb on me again, but I literally don't think this guy has many planes left, because we're only getting 2 bombs coming out of there with a squadron. I'm putting my guns round to the side, but looking at the points, even if I manage to kill this guy, we aren't going to be able to win the game, because they are too many points ahead now. So I'll give myself a slap on the wrist for not pushing B cap when I came out of A, and we're just going to continue shooting planes down with that carrier until he gets to the end of the map. But it is a new personal best for damage, even though damage does not win games. We get a high caliber, we got a clear sky, we got pretty much a double plus clear sky there. But the salt in the wound is that with 2,401 base XP in defeat, I even beat their Nebraska, who had a 50% win bonus. That is absolutely shocking. Well, feel my pain, because everybody, it's update day, and that means there's going to be a lot more pain coming as people rush to finish achievements when they've got the whole week to get them done. But while you're here, please do smash the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.